We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sun Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it set up on the outside. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play at 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. Finds some room. 10. Touchdown Illini. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. By himself in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And and that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Sun Devils in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Tyson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback.
Touchdown, Arizona State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To the air, it's Altmaier. Got out of trouble and throws. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth, and already inside a minute to go in the first. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Trying to set up the screen. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Now the play fake. Did as he throws. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. So a drive there of 82 yards. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well tonight, give back that last score. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They just keep firing. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. Give to the back. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You can tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And
Winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Direct snap. Ernie on the Jets. There he goes. Touchdown, Illinois. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He fires one deep over the middle. He's got it for a big play. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Altmaier. Makes the grab on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Hey, how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quick completion on the out route. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on fourth down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Levin. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages. And
Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clement. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw. It's Altmaier. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And in that that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Dixon. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun. Give on the inside. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. To the air. It's Levitt. Quickly complete. It's a running room. It's a seam wide open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
He found his man and sifted in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Illinois offense returns to the field. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. second and a long way to go. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success. But, man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way, finally, against the pass. And they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. He's got his man across the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. There he goes. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Defense looks like they're coming. They'll run it from the gun. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Touchdown to Illini! And they take it in for 6 more points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. The linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about the onside kick team coming through for your ball club? Down 3, you got to get the football late in this ball game. They get the ball now with a chance to maybe tie it or go win this thing. Great execution.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. the run. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field. It's Altmaier. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
Hard running there. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got him. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ballgame. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play because that was a critical turnover.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. To the ground with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points. And running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
A strike downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Ball's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Tyson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Arizona State!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.